I suppose.
80 minutes a year is one of the maximum you can get. As a fault, I bet some
I don't know, what's that?
Some props at the caps will be on about 35.
What's that Cooper gone to Australia? That him from Warrington, that Mike Cooper. Has he gone to Australia?
They're all going. Darren Foxton now showing up.
Oh, he'll be going for Megabox. So he does that. Well, he's something different though, isn't he?
No, they stayed at Wigan, but there's been a fall.
He wanted to stay at Wigan. He wanted to...
No, but he must have had a fall out to one loan to Wigan. He'll be one of eight.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't want loan to
Yeah. Wigan's not going to let him go to one of the main lads.
I'd rather stick him in second team.
No, I mean, every club in Super League are going to want him to go for and Wigan's not going to say, oh yeah, Leeds can take him on loan for a year when Leeds have knocked him out of both of competitions.
So that's the reason to win. There's no house or anything, is it? Shit, Mick, have you played before? Enough break, man. That's amateur's game.
Like your rugby.
Who's that?
Like your rugby.
Small enough to get on the telly, aren't you, son?
Last time I saw you play rugby, it cost me beer. Cost me a real beer.
Good evening, folks. Mick wins the lag. Breaks off. Ball down. Mix on reds. Gabe with a bit of a chance here. I think he went to go with the bag there. Mick covers the bag. Ish. I think Mick wanted that potted. Chris Dyson in the house.
Right, I'm with you.
Mick's last victim.
I think victim is the appropriate word.
I think so. I think he was always going to struggle, wasn't he? Let's be fair.
Yeah, I think it's a rare breed that want to play the man.
Yeah, it's.
And I don't think they fully believe they can win by playing. They can't do.
No. Not with shots like that put in black, Mark.
Black's in. 1-0. Little old dry break.
Someone's just come in and said, Mick's getting beat 4-1. This kid must be good. Said, yeah, give him 4 start.
Yeah, it does say on the bottom, Danny, I have covered that base.
Yeah, you have. I think it'll. There's not that many in at minute mark. I think it'll fill up in next hour. Next half an hour.
I hope it does.
Yeah.
They need to come and watch this man play.
Oh God, yeah. Jesus.
I think you'll be able to count at least on your hands, if not one hand, the amount of balls he misses in this match.
No, I don't think he is, Dick. I don't think he's played that many times, mate.
No, this High Hill character is just a wannabe, isn't he?
Oh, aye.
Does that red pass the yellow into the left corner?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he does. Good chance then. If you just drop this one in down the rail, leave you perfect on that one above the yellow, and then they're all in the open now.
Yeah, the one just below the black, just to the.
The one next to the black passes into the bottom right hand corner.
Passes into the bottom right, definitely.
So these all go.
Yeah, I expect him to get these fully. Would he? Maybe would he not want to leave? What I'm thinking is if he plays this with a little bit of bottom and takes the one just to the right of the black. Because I don't think he wants to leave the one just to the right of the black till last.
No, well, you wouldn't mind leaving the one to the left of the black till last, but you don't want to leave the one to the right of the black till last, because obviously then if you get the wrong angle, you can't really get on it. That's why he's trying to play to get it out.
That's a good shot.
So I'll just be a drop on and off the rail then, and one down the rail, one next to the black, and his 2 is 4-2. In effect, 2-0.
Yeah.
Quick as you like.
Never even troubled the jaws, that did it?
No, unbelievable.
Oh, he's alright. He can just get it.
It's a bit tricky though, Danny, because he's going to have to cue at the bottom left-hand side of the white. Because he's going to have to screw this to avoid the in-off, so he's forced to put a little bit of trace aside on this. He's played it well.
Beautiful.
And there you see, frame time, 3 minutes, 55 seconds, plus a little bit of racking time, so it's quick.
Oh, aye, it's quicker than your average. How many break dishes, Mark, from Mick?
On this table, it depends if he finds a break. Well, I'd be surprised if he didn't, but I'd probably say 4 or 5.
5, yeah.
6, 7, 8. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say about 16. We'll do well to get to 18.
He will, yeah.
That is a monster break, isn't it?
It's not bad, and I don't think it matters which colours he wants to take. He's nominated yellows. They do look the better set.
Well, at first glance, Danny, I thought reds looked best, but having looked at it now,
I think yellows
it's
look
all
the
about
better
this
set.
first shot.
I thought yellows looked the better set, Mark, but reds looked easier to start.
Yeah.
Simple as that. But if he clips this one in,
yeah, I think he's going to be running towards the 2 yellows at the bottom. So as long as he makes the ball,
he's not made the ball. He's left a gap. Yeah. Expected a break dish there.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Danny. It looked like I say, we're all about that first shot, really, wasn't it? The first shot's a slack shot.
I think Gabe will force this through.
Well, from that angle, Danny, it don't really look like there's much to go at. I'm
looking at the table, Mark, and it does look to me as if he's got it out, but I think...
I didn't think there were a great deal to go at there.
He's got the bag.
I mean, to be fair, he's quite lucky he's tied the yellow up that's on the black spot. Because otherwise, it's a pretty routine-ish finish.
For Mick, it is, yeah. I mean, to be honest, he will still expect himself to get these.
I don't really see what he can do, to be honest with you. Obviously, he's going to have to play the plant first shot, but how is he going to get back across the table from there? Well, that's why he's playing rail first.
He won't be pleased.
No, he's just made that 10 times harder now.
He certainly has.
Would you be tempted to play the DF here, Danny?
Nah, I wouldn't have thought so, Mark, because there's not much value in that for me.
I think there is.
I'm not sure. With the black where it
It
is,
depends where you can get the cue ball. It depends whether he feels he can put the yellow onto the red and put the white up the rear end of that red that's next to the yellow near the black there. If he can stick it right there, then basically Gabe's got 2 bad reds and the black bad, and only 2 shots.
Yeah.
I don't see how else is going to win this frame, to be honest with you, Danny. Because if Mick just plays a containing shot here, Gabe's just going to get his bad ball out, isn't he? He's got a free cut him.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Unless he comes off the. Well, it depends whether if he can cut this one in the bottom left-hand corner as we look, and get a decent angle on the other one, he might be able to clear up. But looks like he might be electing to go similar route to my shot.
I think he'll be.
Yeah, he's wanting the black on top of there, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's a clever little shot. He's not really put himself in a. Well, he has put himself in a better position, but he hasn't put himself in a position where he can win the frame. He's planning a few shots ahead there, isn't he?
Certainly is. I think Gabriel's got to move the red and yellow. Oh, tell you what, Mark, he's had a go at him, lad.
Well, why?
He's mental.
Why? Why would you? To me, Danny, he says that what he's basically said there is, I'm not going to beat Mick tactically, so I'm just going to try pot the way out of trouble in this frame.
Yeah, I think we can safely say he isn't going to outpot Mick as well.
Yeah, but he was totally in control of that frame, and he's you don't need to be a tactical genius to get a win out of that frame.
No, don't. You're right.
He could have bought his time, just waited, and got a better opportunity than the one he's just taken.
And now he's in big trouble.
He's in massive trouble. He's 4-3, and if Gabe goes dry the next frame, and Mick wins the next frame somehow, it's 4 each.
It's 4 each after 15 minutes,
and it's not possible for Gabe to win, in my opinion. Obviously, Gabe knows he's underdog, but if he's level with him 4,
yeah,
and he's only giving 4 start.
Yeah, Mick could have set a target of being maybe level by 8-9.
He'll probably set himself a decent target, probably 7, 8, 9, like I say.
And then Mick's just freed his ball up. They all go now.
He's made sure he's half tied the black up as well.
Yeah.
At least the black doesn't pass in the bottom left bag.
For me, Gabe's literally got to get right up behind this, and he can't because of the amount of angle he's got. I don't think he can get right up behind it. Do you?
I think he can. I think he's just got to get it so right. He's got to hit it at the absolute perfect pace.
Yeah, true.
And that's too hard.
That's all right. Is that Mark? He's played that very well.
He has. It looked too hard from where I'm sitting.
It's a fair old shot, is that?
But again, Mick can just drop off the bottom rail, clip off the right hand side of that yellow, and put him back in the same position. Even if he hits it and hits it full, the double on the yellow doesn't go.
Yep.
And there you go. Gabe's faced with the exact same shot again. If he carries on playing the shot like he has, they're just going to carry on back and forth till one of them makes the first mistake.
Yeah. And there you have it.
And there's the first mistake. So Mick will just play the one. Lowest left.
Just stun it out a touch.
Yeah, just stun for the one in either middle or the bottom. He's on a choice of 3 by putting this.
Yeah.
There you go, on all 3 of them.
And
Decision time.
And it's drop, innit?
Yeah, these are Mary Ploppins out there, Danny. Even for me or you.
Especially for me or you. We're better than Mick.
Well, I know what you're saying, pal.
Well, you are.
Well,
Giggity.
beat me at GB9, didn't he?
Got lucky, I heard.
He had a couple of roses. I'm sure he'll admit that.
He used to have a couple of rolls, didn't he, before he started going to the gym?
Yeah, I know what you're saying, yeah. Michelin.
Yeah, 4-3. I think you can chalk that one up.
I'm not going to tempt fate yet. Commentators curse and all that.
There's no commentator's curse when this kid's about.
Well, look at this for a statistic, Danny. No break and runs.
Yeah.
How shocked are you?
Quite a bit.
Good snooker player, Gabe.
Yeah,
So, I think I saw a video on Facebook the other day of him knocking in a 136.
Really?
Snooker. Yeah.
Wow. Fair play.
Don't you worry, Dicko Scunny. There's only been 3 frames. Do you know what he offered me?
I saw it.
Even money to get to 9. Well, not well.
So to get
to
5
win.
frames.
Yeah. He will. Gabe's bound a British one, isn't he?
Well, you would have thought so. Yeah.
If he's not British and won in 8, 9, 10, then
You don't want to be on the same table as Mick if he's not doing that.
no. Well, is he looking to pot this, flick off the red and free up the yellow on the left-hand side cushion?
He could end up putting them both.
He could end up potting the red as well, and that wouldn't be the end of the world
No,
because
he won't.
the reds are actually better once you free up that one on the left-hand side.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd play that because it was dead straight.
Yeah, he's been very unfortunate there not to land on the one into the right corner.
Yeah, he's landed on one opposite corner though. Not opposite, same adjacent. That one.
Definitely not a 50-50 bet, Dicko Scunny. If Mick and Gabe played this game 10 times, Gabe would get to 9, probably 8 times.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he'd have played one to the opposite corner there, Danny, because he was guaranteed the bag if he missed it, but Mick's just like done like a phantom queuing arm as he were walking around there, like he didn't queue that well.
Hmm.
And it went in the left hand side of the back, but it didn't even hit the jaw.
No, I know. See now, it's he's made it a tiny bit tricky. I mean, it's Mick Hill, so I expect him to get him, but he's gone a bit far there as well.
I think
now
he's gonna have to come up and down the table a couple of times here.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that really.
I think he's got to play the one in the top right now, and get on the one next to the black.
Come twice across.
He's playing lots of right hand side to hold it, but he needs to hold it with the right angle to be able to get onto.
I think he's just about right there, mate.
To be able to get onto the one next to the black.
Yeah, just below the middle pocket.
He wants to be a good
Yeah.
6-7 inches below the middle pocket.
About there.
No, he's not far enough there. I don't think.
I think he can just top this through.
He's gonna have to
Come
just
off
drop
the red.
Yeah, drop onto the red.
Just like so.
Yep, it's perfect. Plop, plop, for all.
Hmm. Could be an early night, this, Mark.
3 minutes and 40. That's two dry breaks from Gabe and his last two. And
Yeah, he's only had 2 shots when he's broke, hasn't he? And it with the breaks, and that's it.
the last 2 frames Gabe's broke. The frames have been over in 7 minutes combined.
Yeah. And in that one especially, there were a little bit of work to do for me, but he made light work of it.
As he does, he makes the game look really easy, doesn't he?
Of course he does, yeah.
Whoa, he's
Wow.
not
Put
being
his hand
funny,
into
Danny,
that
but
one.
is there any need to hit the ball that hard on such a fast cloth?
Nah.
Such a fast table. I know he likes to hit the ball hard, but
You'd think Mick
That
would know that
hard?
as well.
strange. Obviously, he knows better than we do, but I don't quite think you need to hit the break that hard on this table, but that's why he's world champion and I'm not, eh?
I think if Gabe's really got to take these, and to be honest, they're not hard, are they?
He needs to get him for his own mental strength in this match.
And these aren't difficult on the mark.
He'll settle him in a little bit just to get a frame on the board, especially like losing the first 4 and it being level. He wouldn't have been expecting it being level after 4.
No.
I'm taking up snooker, me.
Oh yeah. You had
Yeah.
enough for
Yep, I've had enough.
9 ball and
No, I love 9 ball. 9 ball's fantastic, but there's nothing to do, is there? There's nothing going on at the minute, 9 ball wise.
not up here.
Until
there
it picks
ain't,
back up, then I ain't playing English pool, so might
Yeah.
as well play a bit of snooker.
I don't mean you just scotch everybody at 8 ball for laugh.
I don't want to play 8 ball.
It's free money. We're both machines.
Well, he's taking these well up to press.
Yeah.
This is a
Not to
shot.
be on cushion. But yeah, that's all I'll do.
The only problem with that is hitting it so hard. If he did miss it, it's a bit trusting to luck if he gets on it on the second visit. But he's worked out perfect, and he'll just drop that in.
Yep. So that's a nice finish from Gabe there. Made them look pretty easy, which I did say they were.
And that for him over in 2 minutes and 31 seconds. So
It wasn't a break and run. Mick went off at table.
Yes,
So, yeah.
I am correct. You are correct. 2 minutes and 31 seconds, Danny.
Well, he's taking piss out of Mick a bit here. Anything you can do, Michael, I can do better.
Yeah, Dicko's going to, what's his name? Callum Chapman tried doing that to me at Reeton. First frame. White was still moving. I picked red up. And he goes, what's all that about? I'm setting him up. He's like, I could claim a frame for that. I went, go on then, I'll bet you 3-1.
You're an honourable git, you are, Mark.
He didn't take it.
Nah.
And I won. I don't think it was 3-1 though. I'm a character. Just scraped its way in. A bit of work to do on the right hand side there, over the right hand middle. He's got a decent angle. He's going to have to get himself a decent angle, after this shot. Just took his eye off the pot, trying to get the red out. Gabe just looking if he can plant the ones in the middle in off the other yellow, but I think the yellows, the bottom yellow with the freeze, is a little bit too low for that shot. I think the yellow just hit the jaw. He's back looking at it again, so he must think it's a possibility.
Sorry, Mark, I wasn't listening there. Someone's having a conversation with me. I do apologise. What were you saying?
Darren Strang. We're 8, aren't we?
Mick's feeling the pressure, someone says in the chat room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Knows what he's playing, doesn't he, Scotty? Well, they're not hanging about here, Danny.
Wow.
Far from hanging about. I mean, Gabe's played a bit of a slack shot there to let Mick back in, but...
Aye, no messing about here.
So, 5 apiece. We've only been playing, 15, 20 minutes maximum. Neither of these two messing about, as we're just saying. It'll be difficult for Gabe now. He doesn't want to let Mick get a bit of a lead, because you could see Mick run away with this match, don't he?
Yeah.
If Mick gets 3 or 4 in front, I think he'll just find that little extra gear and just gone.
Yeah.
If he carries on hitting the ball like that, although he hasn't made a ball, he's very unlucky. But if he carries on hitting the break like that, then...
Something's bound to go in, innit?
Yeah, you would have thought so. That's a nice little steady little poke, that, Danny.
Yeah, if the one next to the black goes in the middle, then he
No, it don't. Oh well. Yeah, the one this side of the black. I think it does.
now, obviously, but he needs to play it at some point to get that out.
Oh, he's got into that.
He
He wanted to leave himself pretty much straight on this, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's got a bit too much angle to be able to top into the other one.
Hmm.
Because obviously the cue ball's smaller, it'll go a bit wider. Who's Scotty Lightning?
Don't know.
He must think he's my pal because he's calling me Lugsy.
Ah,
Where's he get that from?
I don't know. He must think you've got big ears or something.
What's he on about?
Not saying he's got big ears, but he's wearing giant earphones.
Well, unless that red next to the black doubles.
He's in trouble again.
Well, even if it does double, he's in big trouble because
He needs to come round the table.
he needs to come round the angles off 94 rails, kiss the black out,
Unless he's planning on playing a double here.
a double plan, and trust to a bit of luck for position.
Yeah.
Well, he's got it out. Do you think we'll see Mick go for these? I think he's got a bit of insurance with the red on the right hand side. So
I think we should see Mick go for these. At 5-all. Yeah.
I think he'll play the one in the middle. Should play the one in the right middle first. But because of the red on the right hand side rail, that's tempting him into going for it. If that's like over the back, he probably don't go for him.
Yeah. Darren Strong's asking if Paddy Whitehead's watching. Baldhead plays for Queens. Baldhead, bad back. 76-year-old queuing arm. Strong is laughing.
Boom Jang, yes chef. Boom Jang's the man. See him? You see him in the Worlds? Boom Jang.
Oh, Boom Jang.
Boom Jang.
Alright, well, Boom Jang, wasn't it?
What a legend.
Oh, he's rattled one.
I don't think he were too worried.
No, I don't either.
Needs to get below this black to be able to double it 'cause it's so close to the rail. It's going to have to back double it.
He could really do without this queuing. Oh. Darren Strang's hitting on Mark in commentary box.
He's not his eyes aren't painted on other
He's coming on to you big time here, pal.
I'm off.
I've had a deal with our lads. He just wants some.
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, I only look good because I've got my ears covered up with earphones. Tell you. They're both covered up now. Do I look double ears?
He's got two headphones on, same ear. Oh, Mick's played lovely. Sorry, shot.
Beautiful.
Table seems further away than normal.
Yeah, it's because we've turned it around and give it like millions and millions of yards of space. I think it's better like this. I think it's better like this because you can see the players walking around the short. You understand what they're playing before they're playing it, kind of thing.
You get a bit of interaction, don't you?
Whack it on full screen on your 40-inch plasma in your front room.
And you are laughing.
You are laughing. I'll take your word for that, Dicko Scunny. Saying we need it to fit him in the screen.
You'll have to get drawn against me or Mark then.
No, sorry mate, we only put good players on stream. Oh, that's a bit short. It's alright.
Yep.
Well, gonna stick my neck up line here, Danny, and say Mick might win this match.
Yeah.
Call Finn if you are in the chat. Get that tenner out, pal. I give him 8-1. Give him 8-1 on Gabe winning this match.
I can't believe he'd only have a tenner.
Just telling Danny earlier, Strangy. A lad in here wanted even money bet on Gabe to get to 9 with the 4 start. So to win 5 frames, even money. That's a little bit tough, isn't it? You can get 5 against anyone, can't you? Evens to 11.
That's what I said. Which is a good bet. I think it's 11. That's a good bet. He's got 7.
I don't think Gabe will disgrace himself. I think he'll put in a few good finishes.
I think he'll dish these up. First break dish coming up, maybe.
You know, I hope it is. I bet. Oh.
Could have done with that going a bit further.
I think he can get through to the one that's to the left of the black.
Yeah, if he can, then he's got to play it now.
Yeah, he has, yeah. Because if he plays the one in the middle, he's got no idea where the cue ball's going.
And I don't want to have to get my John Virgo impressions out early doors.
Where's that cue ball going? Right behind the yellow. You snookered there, Dennis.
For me, Mark, he only had to pretty much drop that in.
Yeah,
Leave a little angle to get past the 2 yellows with the red near the black. Just drop that in as well. Come off the cushion. And the black goes in the bag that he would be playing this red in if he could see it.
Yep. I agree. He's well and truly snookered there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he hasn't played that well.
And to be honest, I don't see how he's getting out of this.
Dom Cooley is a tool.
.com /request by Diddler89, whoever you are. Yeah, that were a bit of an ask that to get out of that. I'm not sure whether Mick just asked Gabe if he nominated then. He's obviously asked him after the finish, you know, good etiquette, that's very good sportsmanship, but I think that's what he asked. I'm not sure whether Gabe didn't nominate and Mick's just decided until after the finish to let him know, like. But that shows how much the game must be in Gabe's mind for him to forget to nominate.
Yeah, if he hasn't, yeah, definitely. I think Mick's obviously, if that's the case and that's what he's asked, then I think Mick's thought, you know what, be a bit of a sport and just say, let it go. this time. If it happens again, obviously, I might call him.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
Yeah, of course it is.
Not a lot of players would do that, to be fair. And I think, to be fair, if I were playing for cash, even though obviously you give him 4 start, you're back, you're in front already. You're in the driving seat of the match. I still think I'd have took that.
Yeah. Still no break dishes, Mark, and Mick's won 7 frames.
I know, it's a bit of a shock, actually. I think I'd have thought they'd have both had a couple. I know obviously we're early doors yet, but
I know he would. Mark would definitely call the foul if he didn't nominate.
oh, is that what they're saying?
I think so.
Oh yeah, of course I would.
I would if I were playing for cash.
So he's bouncing that cue ball again.
Clever in them, isn't he?
No need. There's absolutely no need to hit him so hard. We saw the players. I know they were playing with the Pro Cup balls last week, but a couple of weeks since we saw the players a couple of weeks ago tapping the balls, literally just like a medium pace stroke, not even hitting the ball at all, and making 3 and 4 balls and getting easy finishes.
And break dishing 5 and 6 in a race to 15.
Yeah, I mean Sam played yesterday. I think there were 4 break dishes in the first 5 frames, and we haven't seen any yet. We've got the 2-time world champion here. Obviously, he hasn't worked out the break like they have, so
yeah.
But
he's just unlucky again there. I mean, he's played it far too hard for me. He has been a touch unlucky where he's finished. Thanks Strangy for getting us a beer in. No, Dicko, you broke a dish once in 2003.
what it means is he ate a bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
Slipped a bit. I were at the European Championships in Ireland, and Keith Brewer got to the semi-final of the singles event, and the winner's prize for his semi-final were like a fruit bowl, kind of like glass trophy. And as he shouted up, and for the semis, Keith Brewer, I think it was Gaspot shouted up and goes, "That's the only dish you've had all week." I thought that was quality.
It's dead nice of him.
He don't like to clear it up, don't Keith, does he?
No.
From what I've heard, just a little rumour going around.
Looking at him, he does look like he can clear a plate.
So can most of the people on pool tours, to be fair.
True.
You included?
Me including, indeed, and I'm not on at all.
Well, exactly. So if you not on a tour can clear a plate, what about the people who are on
As
the
long as
tour?
it's a doner kebab, I can clear the plate. That's pretty much all I'm saying there.
Well, that's slack. Chucked his chalk early doors. Yeah. He hasn't promoted any of his balls there. He's put the one safe on the right hand side rail. He's put one safe-ish on the top rail. He really needs a decent angle on the 2 on the right hand side of the black to get on the 2 or 3 on the left hand side of the black.
I'm not sure, because the one just under the black goes, which means if he drops that in, then he can put the one in the middle, then he can put the other one.
In that case, it's an even worse mistake, because he had nothing to do with the 2 reelers on the right hand side. Just make sure the pot.
Absolutely, I agree with that, Mark. I think he might be going down to get on these now. Don't think he's got much choice.
Hill v Waddingham. Well, Diddler, if you can sort that out, we'll quite happily house it. But I think
Can't see it.
To be fair, I don't think either player would won that game.
If either player wins that, who else do they play after?
Well, no one's going to play Mick anyway, really, are they? You know
No, it's true.
Unless he plays, obviously, one of the big money players for big money, and I don't really think he likes a big money game, don't Mick?
I don't either.
I think if he did, he would have had one by now. Obviously, he's got the talent and the ability.
He'd have played Farnsworth when they were talk of it, wouldn't he, really?
Yeah, of course he would. Do you reckon Mick's even put much practice in for this?
No. I wouldn't have said so.
Jason Batley in the chat. I once played Mick first to 10 at snooker. He won 10-2 and had 6 centuries. Do you know what? He's I've played him, Jason, at Morley, and I to be fair, I'm not a fantastic snooker player, but I'm not bad. And I think he beat me 8-0. He had probably 4 80s. He didn't have a century but I did feel a bit like Yambaras. I'm going to be honest. I should have brought my white gloves.
And just to put it into perspective, that's how I feel when I'm playing Mark.
Is that a breaking dish? No?
No.
Still no breaking dish.
Still no break dish. And that frame lasted 5 minutes and 30 seconds. No, I don't think Mick will be going on World 9-Ball Tour. No,
he said Dicko Scunny that he likes to play 9-ball, but he just wants to play it as a bit of a hobby. He don't want to take it too seriously. He spent all his life taking pool seriously, so...
Yeah, I think he's quite enjoying, just doing his exhibitions. Fair enough. This is, absolutely no disrespect to Gabe or Chris Dyson, who he played last, but this is pretty much just a bit of easy money for making it. And we all know he likes his money. Everybody who knows Mick knows he likes his money, but.
Well, just stop you there, Danny. Gabe's played a bit of a softer break than Mick. They've gone absolutely everywhere, and he's been flicked in off last second.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
He doesn't need that.
Not at all. That's the last thing he needs, in fact.
Yeah, I've been seeing Chris Mellin on Facebook's been putting on that he's been knocking in some bricks at snooker, hasn't he? On about maybe getting his one back out.
Yeah, I think him and Jason Shaw might go on tour next year.
I overheard Jason Shaw last weekend saying he'd had 10 centuries in 4 days.
And that's a lad who doesn't play snooker.
Then he's been playing 9-ball in America for 6 months? No, he is playing the wrong game.
It doesn't matter what game he plays.
With his 9-ball cue, Damien Cooper says.
No, we're on about Mellin.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah. Oh, yeah, Mellin.
I think Gabe should be playing Mick at snooker.
I think Gabe would be mad.
If he's knocking in 136s, mate.
Don't matter. I could knock in a 136 now, but I never play Mick for money at snooker.
If I'm honest though, he's got a better chance at snooker.
He's got a better chance, but it's not much better. You got to think though at snooker. Yeah, alright, Gabe might be able to knock in a 136 in practice, but playing for money, you've got to add the money pressure to that as well.
Of course, and
that little bit of movement from tension in the arm, you're gone. You're not going to make the ball. Ronnie has 10 centuries in a 3-hour practice session. Well, yeah, I'm not surprised. The guy's unbelievable. He's better than anyone ever. That's not really a benchmark, is it? You can't really benchmark yourself on Ronnie O'Sullivan.
No. Let's be honest. We both know how good Mellin is. But let's be realistic. If he does go on tour, he goes on Q School or whatever, and he gets a tour card, how likely is he to be breaking into top 16?
He probably is. Realistically, he's not going to break into the top 16. But
exactly.
If you look at some players, like I think I was looking at the money list the other day, and Ben Wollaston, he's won since he qualified, he's won £82,000. That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
Plus, you've got to think endorsements.
Is that just this season?
That's just prize money.
Is that just this season, though?
I'm not sure whether that's this season and last, but I'm not sure when he qualified, to be honest. I know, obviously, Ronnie's done 606,000.
Yeah, he's only played 4 tournaments.
Yeah, and 500k of that is
2 world titles.
It's 2 world titles, yeah. but it's a nice living as well. You don't have none of the World 10 ball cancellation kind of fiasco, do you?
Not getting paid at US Open 9 ball, etc.
Yeah, I mean I enjoy snooker, don't get me wrong, but like growing up watching the likes of David Grace and Peter Lyons over at Northern, like not really do anything massive in the game, sort of put me off a little bit, because I looked at them and thought, wow, these are great players.
These are awesome, yeah.
And if they can't make it, then see, he's took a bit off that. I'm thinking if they can't make it, what chance have I got? And you see them melling with the likes of 20 plus maximums, and he's not on tour. It makes you think. But I think now Barry's got involved and there's more tournaments, and I think it's a little bit easier, to be honest with you, to qualify through Q School than it ever has been to qualify, because you just pay £1,000 and you're playing, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Mellon and Hill 9 ball cash would get viewers. It would if they want best mates.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to pay them 400 quid each, pal, and then put money up for winner, then we'll get it on, but it'd have to be it'd be nothing short of an exhibition. Like,
that's all it'd be.
The guys wouldn't be playing each other for money. Dicko's gun is rhyming it, isn't it?
Tarts on the darts. You can't beat tarts on darts, can you?
Taylor, oh yeah, by the way, Phil Taylor cost me nothing short of 700 last night.
It's unfortunate.
If he beats James Wade, my accumulator comes in 380. If he beats James Wade 7-4, I win 200 plus. If he beats James Wade 7-3, I win 300 plus. It's cost me 700 quid to get. If he beats him 7-3, I win 700. All from a little bit of stake in a couple of accumulators.
And the score was?
6-all.
Ha!
So I didn't even lose. I drew.
Unlucky.
It's a clever little shot, but he's not quite hit it hard enough.
I think they both knew that Lunny had some cash on.
To be fair, if I'd have realised that, I thought that James Wade had to win to get through. I didn't realise that he could draw, because if I'd have known that, you know what Taylor's like. He seems to lose games that don't really matter. I'm sure he backs against himself.
Does a John Higgins?
Gary Anderson beat him, I think 7-2 or something. He must have had a wedge on Anderson that night. Robert Thornton beat him 7-3.
I think Mark's throwing out some serious allegations of match fixing here.
He's had a wedge on Thornton, hasn't he? Come on.
I hope he ain't watching.
If you're watching, Phil, get a life.
You bugger.
No, he's
yes, Dom, he did, mate.
I just think he just slacks off a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Knew he's already through. Playing Barney. Show him how it's done.
Absolutely, Dom, yeah. So that's true. Yeah, that's a good shot there from Mick.
But Gabe can just knock the one over the top right hand bag. Just play it pocket weight. Leave the white where the red is. Put the red over the bag. Mick's in a world of hurt.
I see a problem there.
That being?
I see a big problem.
What's that?
He drops it in.
Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. I don't know what. That's still a shot of choice for me, Danny.
I think he's just going in behind this red. No, he's not. He's played a mint shot. Wow.
Yeah, at the bottom there, Scunny, when it says Gabriel starts +4, that means I put the 4 in before we started. So yeah, the 4 is on, so it is effectively 9-1.
Yeah. Dicko, you idiot. Read.
And Dom Hood as well. Yep, just you. That's you. Yep. Yeah, I'm all for peace and love and all that crap.
I'll have bet with you now if you want, though. Wish Top Off had stopped putting that light on.
I know, I should have took started out, shouldn't I?
He's just finished a bit straight on this one, Mark. Yeah, I think he's played the right shot. Yeah. I think against Chris Dyson the other week, Mark. Don't think Mick really got going, did he? He beat Chris 15-10
it was, yeah.
15-10, yeah. He got 4 start, did Chris, and so he got 6 frames off Mick. So yeah, he got 4 start and he got 6 off him. 17-10, but I wasn't there because I wasn't well, but by all accounts Mick didn't get out of first gear. He's gone out of first gear tonight. He's in about second. He's just maybe plodding up towards second gear. Yeah, he did. I'll agree with that. And to be honest, this is a notoriously easy table to be breaking on and to be dishing on.
Yeah, it's not the toughest table we've ever seen in the world. Obviously, because it is new and it isn't played on a massive amount. The rails are a little bit slidier than your probably standard club table, but
yeah, that's a good shot from Mick. That.
No, to be fair, if he doesn't get that, he leaves Gabe a decent chance. We're up to the longest frame of the match so far, I think.
Yeah.
7 minutes 52 seconds we're on the minute. Looking like 10.5 in under an hour, Danny. That's not good signs for Gabe.
It's not bad.
Well, this is the stat that has surprised me more than anything.
Wow. I just can't believe it.
I'm shocked that neither of them's had a breaking this year so far.
So am I. I might have to get on the table afterwards and show him. Can he do as an exhibition after this? Do you want to wire us a few £100 so he does?
Yeah, mate, you send him 200, 300, 400, 500, $5,000. He'll stay and play on this pool table for as long as you pay him.
I'll answer that for you, Damien. Gabriel didn't want to use him. Never really. He's only played about 1-2 frames with him. So he asked Mick if he could just use normal balls. Mick agreed. Simple as that, really. Gabriel on yellows.
I think this has been his downfall so far. I don't think the balls have split fantastically off the breaks. And I think he's just sort of, in a couple of frames at least, he's putting himself into a bit of trouble.
Couldn't agree more.
And I think he's done it again here, to be honest with you.
Again, I couldn't agree more. It'll take a very, very good player to cut this in and finish on a ball.
Well, I think he's going to come 2 rails and try land on. Well, I don't even know what he's played there. He must have tried flicking into the yellow that's next to the red to try and stay on something, but he's trusting to a lot of luck.
Hey up, Neil. All right, Paul.
Yes, Neil. Nice to have you in the chat, pal.
Hey, that was always an issue there, going in off.
Do you think Gabe probably overthought it a little bit and thought maybe I don't want to turn this tactical, so I'm just going to try out potting? Do you think he sort of overthought it rather than just going in and going, I'm just going to play pub?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, everyone who's asked me, why is he playing it? And I've told everybody, he's using it as practice. But he's played a lot.
It's only £4 an hour at Riley's, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's only 20 quid an hour with Mick. But the thing is, he's played some of the best amateurs in the country for money recently. For, £100, £200, first to 21, etc., etc. And, he's been getting beat. So, I mean, to be fair, he should just keep playing the amateurs for me. I mean, at least he's got a chance, but
Neil Jones is Neil Britton.
Neil Britton.
Britton.
Hey up, kid.
Kid can play.
Oh, he can play.
Brings a crowd and all, so I've heard.
A decent crowd,
Just a little rumour.
Rash, I have got some advice for you, mate, yeah.
Yeah.
Get the money up front.
That is the best bit of advice you will hear this century. Money up front, yes please.
And yes, I would agree you are favourite.
Secondly, the best bit of advice you can have is rely on your fundamentals. That's the best bit of advice you can have, I reckon.
Yeah.
If you can't cue a ball...
Oh, it's dropped it.
Wow. I don't think it stopped for 5 seconds, to be honest with you.
I think it did.
You think it did?
No,
So
he's playing for practice, Steve. He's playing for practice, I can tell you that. Smart's right, rely on your fundamentals.
If you've got a pressure ball, you need to take your time on that key to the ball that's key to the frame. You need to take a little bit more time than you would in a little knockabout. You need to put a lot of time in beforehand. You need to make sure you're fully prepared.
Absolutely, especially your first money match, because I don't care how much you're playing for. There's always a bit of pressure playing for money. Especially, if it's all yours, fair enough. If you've got your mate's money as well backing you, nobody wants to lose their mate's monies. You know what I mean?
No.
Nobody. You don't want to lose your own, obviously, but you certainly don't want to be losing your mate's money. And Rash is a decent player. Obviously plays county with me. Really nice lad, and I wish him well. I really do. I just think
11-5.
I just think he can cue a ball. He's decent at snooker. So, like Mark says, rely on your cueing, your fundamentals.
Practice, fundamental, but the key thing to it is you've got to make sure your head's ready.
Yeah.
You've got to like not be surprised when you miss a ball. You need to understand that you are going to miss. It's just general stuff. Just make sure you're not expecting too much of yourself. If he goes a few frames without missing, just keep telling yourself that it's going to turn eventually. It's going to come in my favour.
Yes.
That wouldn't you say, Danny? At least 50% of any money game is in your head.
Oh, more?
At least.
Yeah. When I play it, no matter what level you play at, if
Hammer, I agree. Yes, thank you.
If you know, if you're playing at my sort of level, which, you know, isn't brilliant, I aren't going to lie.
Go on the hammer.
It ain't brilliant, but it's basically, I find myself looking for problems when they're not there. When they're as easy as hell, I find myself looking for problems for some reason, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because it's in my head.
You don't know what I do, Danny? Skim. Do a quick skim. If there's nothing you can see that's an issue,
Get down.
just forget about any sort of order, and then you can't overcomplicate it then.
Artie, do me a favour. Get back to your holiday.
Are we to ban him?
No,
is
don't ban
he on holiday?
He's in Lanzarote.
What a gimp.
Courtesy of us,
Yeah.
should I say.
Yeah. Hold on, not being funny, right? You're in Lanzarote. What the bloody hell are you doing?
What are you doing watching pool?
Pool. This is recorded for you. So you can watch. He's sat on his sunbed in Lanzarote watching McKill play pool.
Sat on his sunbed that I've paid for and you've paid for.
He's sat on free sunbeds.
Have some of that, Artie. Some of that. He's not on holiday, is he? He's checking Mick.
Is he not?
I don't know.
I'm sure they checked in at somewhere.
He did. That's a good shot from Gabe. So you're at home then, are you?
He's sat on his three-piece sofa then. On his own. Nah. Fancy a game of snooker, done it myself.
Yeah.
Aye.
Go have one then.
Four-piece. Sorry, corner suite.
I won't disagree with last half of that statement though. Giggity.
Artie, you know we love you. Well, no we don't actually. Sorry, I'll take that back. We don't love you. Artie, I've got no nice to say about it, to be honest.
I'll tell you what I told her. Last when she was expecting me to tell her I loved her.
He's a good lad.
I'm quite fond of you.
Quite fond of you.
He might quite like that. She didn't.
Oh, that old I don't care. That means he definitely does care.
He cares. He loves us.
Oh, Artie. It's alright, Artie.
Who are you playing at Scotch? Me and Lunny.
Yeah, we'll play. Anybody. Right, we're on. Yeah, we've mentioned that rash earlier on in the show. Animal, that guy, innit?
Melling's a chopper, only with a knife and fork though.
No, he's not a chopper with a knife and fork.
Chops his steak up for fun.
Artie. Only time you ever seen $2,000 were when you run singles league at Vegas.
Tried ringing it and still couldn't beat us, could he? Loves it. Nah, he's a good lad, he's Artie, to be fair.
No, he is.
We like a bit of banter, don't we, Artie, lad?
Well, half. Well, fours.
Forts.
Four times. He's a doubly good lad.
I think he's been massively unlucky again.
Oh, Artie.
He's been unlucky all his life, hasn't
He's
he?
been massive.
Oh.
Oh, dear. Oh, I'm going to leave him alone now. That's a good shot. Mr. Red.
Oh, wow.
Is that
He
a
will
roll?
take that. He will take that. It's beautiful.
Christopher Hall representing Powerhouse Pool now. Be at the China Open himself next year.
Yeah, he will, yeah. Oh, he won't be happy with that, Mark. Mark's banned Artie for laugh.
Artie thinks he's a big man. Well, he is, but you know, keyboard warrior, like a few of the guys in the world, naming no names.
Sam Hurst, he's a keyboard warrior, isn't he?
You have banned Artie89 from Marleypool's room. Ta-da, pal.
Bit far.
20 quid, Rash, mate. 20 quid an hour he charges. But to you, 25.
He's charging about 90 here.
I love how Artie starts giving it all this stuff, and he doesn't. I don't think he realises. I genuinely don't care anything he says, because he doesn't have a job, so his opinion doesn't count. 12-5. I don't think Gabe will be best pleased when he watches this back.
I wouldn't have thought so.
I think he knows he can play a lot better than this.
Yeah, definitely does. Definitely does. Anybody who's watching, I'd just like to point in the way of our stream on Sunday. I'm playing a guy from South Yorkshire called Mark O'Firth. Never seen him play. Having a cheeky game of black ball rules. I've only ever played him once. Giving him 3 start. I'm told that 3 start makes it a very fair game. I do like fair games, so there we go. Watch me, because I'm rubbish. I'd also like to point you in the direction of Morley Snooker Centre next Saturday. We've got the always growing Morley series, Mark.
It's good value, pal.
Best value tour around here, I've heard.
So I've heard, yeah. We've got 44, I believe, off the top of my head.
We've got
confirmed entries.
So, Damien, you need to let us know ASAP, mate, if you want in. Danny the new Turpin. Maybe so. We'll find out. We'll find out on Sunday, mate.
Says you, Amma. Your biggest Turpin ever. Brett Dishing 90,000 in a race to 5.
I'm going to play a race to 7. Was it 18? It was a race to 18, wasn't it? Oh, look at Gabe with Brett Dish.
Gabe with Brett Dish. Let's
work it out. Yeah, it's Gabe's breaking it.
Are we going to get to put a stat up?
Bosh.
Mick's already stood up. He knows this black's in. Hey up. Was this a break and run? Yes. Put the stat up, Danny.
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
He's won.
We've got a break and run
won.
out here, Jerry.
It will be, Neil, yeah.
It's just when.
Yeah, we haven't really got round to... sorting it out yet. We have drawn up a list of names, but the amount of money games we've got, as you can imagine, sort of takes over, and the series, etc. And obviously trying to find time to play as well, because I do tend to play quite a few money matches. You know, you need to find time to play, and it's hard work juggling everything, but...
Straight up A650, mate, and you'll be in Morley. You just need to find your way to the club. Then it's not the easiest to describe if you don't know the place.
The easiest way to describe where it is sat-nav.
Hey up, Lee Art's texting me now.
What's he saying, lad?
You barred me. Yes, I have.
It's right in the centre of Morley, near the Morrisons. Yeah, go to Morrison's car park, park in Morrison's car park, and just ask somebody. If you know if you're a betting man, if you know where the William Hill is, it's above it. Postcode is LS279EB.
Oh God.
Hang on.
It's either 9 or 8 EB.
I think it's 9 EB, mate. I'll Google it for you. One second. Yep, Damien's in, Mark. So put Damien in for the series.
279
9 EB. Yeah.
EB.
So that's Lima Sierra 27. Yes. 9 Echo Bravo.
That is correct.
If you like your alphabet in the phonetic variety.
Or you could just type it like Damo has.
Yeah, well, you could. I could have done.
That'd be just as easy.
You could, yeah. Do you know what, Mark? I've been looking at some accessories from some places, and I think a few years ago.
Well, Gabe's had a bit of bad fortune there. He needed really.
I used to use the magnetic chalk holder. Do you remember when I used to use that?
Yeah.
Loved it. I'm going to get one. Sick of ruining my clothes with chalk in pocket.
You need a pouch, pal, honestly.
No, I don't like the pouch. I like the magnetic chalk holder.
No, you can't have.
I can have one.
I'm looking at you with sheer stun here, Danny.
Excuse me? Who's these idiots commentating?
He needs to stay in Bradford.
Lunn will ban you.
2 characters. Dicko Scunny knows the score.
Get in, son.
Yeah, you stick up for this Dicko Scunny.
2 chances,
Who's
he says.
this? Abib
Chances.
151.
Mark, he said chances.
Nah. Don't come. Stay at home. We don't want you.
We've given you postcode wrong. No.
No, yeah, we know he said it was 9 EB. It's not. It's actually SW1.
No, I am not Shane Byrne's brother. I know him, but I'm no relation whatsoever. He's
I love over the chat sticking up for us. It's awesome.
Romford Slim. That's Cooper, innit? That it's got to be Cooper. He calls me Nugget and Romford Slim. Thinks I'm like Steve Davis.
He was like Davis. I've heard Marco Firth. He was like Davis.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think that might be Lee Hart just taking Mick like, but middle bag, foot yellow.
Oh, he's kissed the black.
Oh God, here we go. Keyboard warrior time.
I were to ask him.
You've got.
What's your name?
You've got 5 minutes to give us your name, or
you're out of there.
Yep, absolutely. You heard it here.
Oh dear, we do love this.
Yeah, you. Habib. No. Don't make me angry.
No, I need your city of birth, your date birth, how much you weigh,
Lee Hart.
what time it was.
Right, okay. Hi, Danny, can your kids please? Can my kids please what? First of all. And second of all, how do you know I've got kids? Because I don't even know I've got kids.
Great chat there from Frenzy C in the chat, 84 stone.
Oh, Leah.
He knows. Frenzy C, he knows.
Knows what he's on about, that kid. Have you spent all your poker winnings yet, JC?
Habib? What makes him think of Habib? No, guys. No money match on tomorrow, mate. I'm off for a round of golf. I've got a day off for once.
No, not yet, Damien. There's no draw yet. Me and Mark will be doing that early next week.
Cooper, there's no need for that, pal. I did lose to her. He probably were a granddad, actually.
I know. I did see the report though, which said he played really well, and he was playing really well all weekend. But
No, to be fair, he didn't miss a lot, but I did.
I have to be honest though, Mark, you've had a lot less time on practice table than you used to.
I can't find the motivation, to be honest with you, Danny. You know, like at least like when specifically the Vegas bar were open, at least there were a tournament every other week, a bit of cash action, someone to practice with, good crack with lads. Yeah. Now there's literally all there is to look forward to in the in the 9-ball calendar is GB9.
I agree. I mean, unless you're going to enter total 9-ball, and I mean, I'm looking at them.
I'd love to go down south, but realistically, I don't want to pay £50-60 entry into every tournament, which is a lot of money. Let's not make no bones about it. I've got £40 travel costs before I've even hit a ball, so it's £100 before I've hit a ball.
Of course
if I get a bit of a bad draw, then there's £100 down the Swanee straight away.
Yeah.
And obviously I can't get there on the motorbike. That's why I'm going to be playing a little bit more snooker, Danny, because I love it. I love playing Q Sports, but if there's nothing to play for, then and no one to play with, realistically.
No, I agree. I mean, obviously me and you used to practice at 9-ball, but it was never really that good practice for you. It was just keeping you in, wasn't it, really? Because obviously I'm never going to beat you.
I'd love to be able to go over to Keighley and practice with likes of Chris Hall and them, but they all they play through the day, and I've obviously got work 9-5, so
yeah, it's difficult.
It's really far from easy.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, I obviously have continued now, started back playing 8-ball because, when I was playing 9-ball, playing cash games at 9-ball, I stopped playing 8-ball, but started back playing because...
Chris, did you see me play last weekend? I'm not too good for anything. You are though, pal, you're an animal. Machine.
No, as I was saying, I started back playing 8-ball because I realised that, you know what, there's still money games in it, and there's a lot of money games in it.
Yeah, but for me, Danny, it's not about the money, and it never will be about the money.
No. I understand that because you're at a level where if you really, really got the opportunity, you could make it. I couldn't do that. So, let's be honest, I've got to make it about the money, and I might as well.
I think there's a fine, but I think if everyone made it about the money, then there wouldn't be a game.
Oh, I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Enjoy it. I wouldn't play if it were just about the money and I didn't enjoy it. I wouldn't play it. It's as simple as that. I quite enjoy playing 8-ball. I've always said that.
See, I don't. I think the game's too one-dimensional. All you have to do is pop balls. That is literally all you have to do. I mean, people who don't have a clue about 9-ball will look at 9-ball and they'll say, 9-ball's easy, the pockets are like buckets. I'm never going to miss. Well, yeah, you're not ever going to miss, but neither is anyone else on the tour. So the key isn't about potting balls, it's about everything but potting balls, and that's what people don't understand.
Oh, wow. Someone watching from Alberta, Canada. Welcome. The Yorkshire pool scene at the minute it's absolutely booming.
It is booming,
especially 8-ball.
We've got a couple of good clubs.
Yeah. There's a couple of good clubs like, yeah.
Obviously, I know another club's just setting up a live stream similar to this one. So
good luck to them as well. I offer any help as well to 147.
Yeah, it's a fantastic club, and the guys who own it really know what they're doing. So, they will make a fantastic go of it. Yeah,
top spot in Huddersfield as well is a very good club. And obviously we've got Northern Snooker Centre.
Yeah, well, that needs no introduction. Everyone knows about that club.
Yeah, I think we could be seeing a break dish from Mick here.
Are we going to get to turn a Stato on again, Danny?
Yeah, I think so. He's left a perfect angle here. Black flies it middle. Yes, mate, we are.
Yeah, definitely going to the comp at 147. That is, what date is that on, Danny? 17th of August.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if any of you guys would do want to enter a decent tournament, we've got a couple coming up at Morley, the Morley International Pool Series. Just add myself or Danny Byrne on Facebook. Mark Lunn or Danny Byrne on Facebook. And there's a couple going in at 147 Sports Bar in Pudsey as well, so give them a search. Word on the street is Adam Gissing's just lost £1 by Mick break dish in there. Lots of cash flying around in Morley International tonight, Danny.
There's cash kicking everywhere, pal.
A big quid that's like nearly half a pint.
Tell you what. Oh, we're right, Mark. It has, and I said in next hour, and it's been an hour, and it's filled up.
Problem now is, Danny, it's nearly over.
Yeah, it's nearly over. Yeah, they've missed a fair bit of it, like. And he's gone off, so looking at where them Reds have finished, Mark. We're getting high fives in the commentary box.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. You want to get yourself back? Want to get yourself back over here, mate? It's good. Are you playing any 9-ball over there? I know they like their American pool over there, I think, don't they?
I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of two absolute clowns. Yeah, Dave, I can only apologise for what's coming, mate. There's a couple of lads local who just want to commentate, and yeah, sorry.
I won't spill my beer. That would be sacrilege. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now we've got rid of the retards from the commentary box, we've got me and Gus in here. Hello, retard.
You're not going to turn the mic off?
Yeah, he turned the microphone off on Gus because Gus is stupid. Doesn't know an on-off switch. When he sees it, Gus, don't press buttons on the thing that you don't know.
Mick wins another frame. Surprise, surprise.
Was this a break and run? I don't think so.
We'll say no, fuck thing.
We've gone no.
So Gabriel flat on his picture.
So Gus, right, you're 50 pence down now because you had him not to break and dish when he broke and dished.
I'm going to say yes, Elbrecht-ish.
This one here?
Yeah. So you've got a chance of winning your 50 pence back.
Okay, don't Gabriel look fat on his profile picture. God, he's a fat guy.
It looks bigger than he is, in fairness. I mean,
he looks quite trim in real life.
I don't think the camera's particularly flattering for the guy. He probably looks trimmer than he is.
16.6, so it's 16.2 in.
Yeah, in real terms, it's 16 frames to 2. I mean, you've got to think is the man wired up right if he's accepting this game.
Especially when Mick only charges £20 an hour for practice.
Yeah, he could have had 10 full hours practicing.
Sugar.
So now we've got Mick, who's made a ball on off the break. And he's nominated Reds. So that means red ball's in play for Mick.
I'm 50p down. Stupid fucking game, this.
No swearing, Gus.
I didn't swear, I said hooking. I said hooking.
Pardon your French, Gus.
Mine's over there, mate. Come on.
My,
I've already knocked a beer over all white rose equipment.
got a guy that looks like a wingnut. Try to tell me not to put my beer down.
Lee was not impressed.
So these Reds here look like dot to dot for a guy
and that is
with a
50p down.
And that means you will be a pound down. Yes, because I've said yes, Brecht dish, and you were already 50p down.
To be fair, Mick is a different standard player to anyone I've ever seen in my life.
I think there were probably Darren Appleton and
Mick is definitely different.
There were probably Darren Appleton, Danny Byrne, and perhaps Gareth Potts that are at the same level.
He was Suzuki, was Danny Byrne.
Yes, that's. I agree with what Gus has just said. So just like that, last red, perfect for the black. I can't see any problems here for Mick. So if he pots this black ball, Gus owes me £1.
And that is the ball game.
And that's it.
Bye bye, folks. Over. It is game over.
That's
and
game
that
over.
Is horrendous.
Thank you very much. Exhibition stuff.
Exhibition stuff.
Right, cheers to everyone for tuning in. That's Mick convincing 17-6 lead win. Sorry, only won 2 frames as Gabe, and I'm sure he'll watch this back and rue a few chances he missed early doors. But thanks all for tuning in, and we'll be back with you on Sunday afternoon.